U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said that the U.S. is revising Trump's Ukraine peace plan following Geneva crisis talks. Rubio called the first round the most meaningful and productive meeting so far, signaling cautious optimism that these negotiations could reshape the plan, which originally leaned heavily in Russia's favor. While progress was made, adjustments are needed to reconcile differences between Washington and Kiev. Europe's counter-proposal, backed by Ukraine, proposes amendments including Putin's return to the G8 Ukrainian elections and limiting its army's size. The Kremlin has said that Russian President Vladimir Putin and his Turkish counterpart Recep Tayyip Erdogan held meeting to discuss the latest U.S. proposal to end the conflict with Ukraine. In a phone call, Putin noted that the plan, as reviewed by Moscow, aligns with ideas raised during his August summit with U.S. President Donald Trump in Alaska and could serve as a basis for a final peace agreement. The Kremlin reiterated Russia's interest in a political and diplomatic resolution to the conflict. Erdogan expressed full readiness to support the process and offered Istanbul, host of the 3 earlier negotiation rounds, as a venue for future talks. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has stated that Kiev will keep collaborating with international partners to refine U.S. peace proposals, ensuring they strengthen Ukraine rather than weaken it. Zelensky added that the U.S. and Ukraine were continuing work on a revised plan to end the conflict, following adjustments to an earlier proposal considered overly favorable to Moscow.
Of course, we all continue working with partners, especially the United States, and look for compromises that strengthen but not weaken us. And we will continue explaining how dangerous it is to pretend that aggression is something one can simply overlook and move on.
Europe's E3, Britain, France and Germany, revised the U.S. peace draft into a focused plan to end the Russian-Ukrainian conflict while safeguarding Europe's security. It reaffirms Ukraine's sovereignty and sets a broad non-aggression pact linking Kiev, Moscow and NATO with structured NATO-Russia dialogue. Ukraine gains security guarantees with limits 800,000 troops, no automatic NATO entry and no permanent foreign forces. The plan outlines reconstruction, infrastructure and technology investment. Russia's gradual reintegration hinges on sanctions relief and compensation. Territorial, nuclear and detainee issues are addressed by committees overseen by a joint security task force and a Trump-shared board of peace.